Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new series. Old-time viewers of my channel will remember that I did a playthrough of a My Little Pony fan game. In fact, a couple of My Little Pony fan games. One of which was called Super Lesbian Horse RPG. Game of the Year Edition was the full title, which I loved. It was like preemptive Game of the Year, and the joke was like this game is already the Game of the Year, you know. It was really funny. I loved it. Whoops, I just knocked things over. But I always, when Hasbro shut it down, I always said that, you know, when the remake essentially came out, that I would play it, and that is what this is. Made by the same person. Bobby Schroeder, I hope I said that right. Hopefully she can tell me if I said it wrong, assuming that she even watches the videos. I think, I'm fairly certain that, that's the right pronouns. But I don't know. I know that they are like me. But just because somebody is trans doesn't necessarily mean they also use the same, pronouns. So, but yeah. So I've been super excited to play this. It looked really fun, really cute. I definitely enjoyed the original. And I've not seen much of this game. I had to actually load up the game and fight with it a bit. Not because of the game itself, but because my computer was, registering a controller to the game. But I couldn't figure out what it was. I could not hit up at all, no matter what I did. I could not hit up. And so, I spent, 5 minutes trying to figure that out. And finally did figure out what was wrong. But I had to get into the game and, get to the point where, the main character here, Melody, I believe, was playable. So once I got to that, then I was able to figure things out. So, but yeah, set up F1 for standard RPG Maker VX Ace settings. F5, which is normal for toggle full screen. F6 changes display sizes. Careful max display size will distort the pixels on average sized monitors. I do have it, increased in size by 1, because it's actually a really small resolution. RPG Maker games tend to be, because RPG Maker is dumb like that. In that, for some odd reason, RPG Maker's everybody has 1080p freaking computers and monitors and stuff right now. So why don't we make the freaking screen resolution 800 by 5 something? It's ridiculous. It's RPG Maker MZ, which is what I'm working on. The default is 816 by 524. I'm like, what the frick is that resolution? What? Excuse me? That's not even a stand. It would make sense if it was a standard 4 by 3 or a standard 16 by 9 But that's not even 16 by 9, 16 by 10, or 4 by 3. It's, what is this? And it's not a standard resolution size. Like, what? I don't know. So yeah, I did see that there is a normal mode and an easy mode. I assume that, normal mode won't be overly difficult. That's what we're going to play it on, just because I have no idea what to expect in that way. Enable additional guidance. You'll occasionally get a more direct hint on what to do next, denoted with blue text. Sure. I like having more direct hints. So, over 1,000 years ago, the goddess Fortuna granted the mortals of her planet the gift of magic. This single act of kindness forever changed the course of history. I should note, I've not actually read any of this. I've just, seen the images as they flash by so that I could get into where I could control the game and see what was wrong. So, now able to harness the art of the gods, the mortals flourished in this new arcane era. Grand cities powered by magic were built, plagues were cured, lands were connected by new means of transport. Centuries later, most people have grown accustomed to their fantastical reality. Magic now coexists with modern technology as a part of everyday life. But even today, many young people still find themselves chasing dreams of fame, glory, and moderate financial stability with the help of magic. These people seek to become adventurers. Sapphire Islands. But big thanks to Bobby for helping me figure out, not this problem. I figured that out on my own. But Steam apparently did not install what it had to install to make the game run. It took both me and her troubleshooting it to figure it out. So, hey, what if we met a dragon or something? That'd be pretty cool. Surely we've already met a dragon at some point. What about back in high school? Wasn't one of our classmates a dragon? Are you thinking of Josh? He's an armadillo lizard, not a dragon. Oh, yeah. What about you, though? Anything you want to do as an adventurer? I don't know. Oh, I don't know. 'Cause I haven't thought that far ahead. Hey, be honest with me, Mel. Are you still down for the Adventurers Guild thing with Claire and Jodie? Well, you're still excited, right? This is a great opportunity for you. You know I'm pumped. I'm grateful that you want to support me. This is a huge undertaking for you, too. I do love the animations and the sprites. I think that's really cool. I mean, of course I'm nervous. And, yeah, our lack of tangible progress so far hasn't been the best confidence booster. But we're doing it together, right? At the end of the day, I think that makes it worth trying. And that's the spirit. We'll be the coolest fighting duo Greenridge has ever seen. And man, how lucky am I to have such a cute adventuring partner. Oh, stop. Get a room, you two. I have no idea who that is. Who's there? Weren't you in the middle of something important? Oh, duh. Come on, Mel, let's finish this little treasure hunt. Now let's see. Next clue is travel north until you find the spot where two paths cross. So yeah, I got to this point, and then as soon as I got here, Mel just started walking like this. And as soon as she hit the tree, she went over here and was stuck. And it was literally I would push down and this would be all it would do. I couldn't, that's interesting. I couldn't even, yeah, here we go. I can replicate it by pushing up and left at the same time. And then I can push right or left, right or down. and it like glitches out. So, but yeah, it wasn't working. Again, nothing in the nothing to do with the game itself. It was entirely because my computer is stupid, and maybe that's why Steam didn't download the thing that it was supposed to, because my computer is stupid. This computer, I bought it. It had absolutely nothing on it. Fresh install of Windows. Literally, I get the computer, I hook it up, and it pops up. First thing it pops up is like finishing the Windows install or whatever, right? Because it's like brand new. It hasn't even like been ran, you're right? Like, doing final Windows setup. That exact same day, like 3 or 4 different things didn't work. I'm just like, I just bought this thing. How is it that this thing is already like in as bad a shape as my previous computer? You know? Like, what the heck? I hate this computer so much. Freaking, I would just go back to my old computer, which worked better, if the old computer worked. It literally doesn't. I think this is it. I would have figured this out, I should note. But in my trying to get it to work, I did accidentally step here earlier, so I immediately knew that. But this is as far as I got. As soon as I got here, I had gotten it controlled, like working. And so I don't know anything after this. Nice work, Mel. Well, I mean, this is less 2 pass crossing and more like a big X someone made with dirt, but this is probably it. Now let's see. Next clue is, from there, search for the lonely tree. Alright. It's 2 pass crossing, which, yeah, 2 pass crossing. The lonely tree, because there's only one tree. This looks like the loneliest tree out here. I don't know. It doesn't look too lonely to me. Feels like that's projecting our expectations for how it should feel. Please cease out-of-pocket comments about the quality of the clues. Now let's... Oh, wait. I think I see something up ahead. Also, you can hold shift and run, which is cool. For your final test, you must use your wits to discern the identity of who has summoned you here. Is it Claire? Claire, what are you doing? Is it Claire? What are you doing? Oh, come on. Was it really that obvious? Who else would slide directions for a scavenger hunt under my door this late at night? Okay, true. So what exactly was the point of this? Is this more training or something? Yes and no. I need to get you in an adventurous mood to prepare you for what happens next. Now, our guild missions over these last few months have been less than optimal. Yeah, we know. But what if I told you I have something that could change that? I think I remember playing the demo of this, and it was like basically just the first dungeon. I don't think it included this like beginning scene at all either. What I have here is... What? Uh-oh. Behemoth Boar appears! Oh no. Attack, guard, and item. I have no item. So, I'm not too surprised though. Behemoth Boar attack. Ooh, big damage. Yeesh. Oh no. I deal no damage. The Behemoth Boar chomps down on Alison's cheap sword, shattering it. Ah, crap. Ah, crap. Oh, no. I still have no item, so I got nothing. Melody attacks. Alison attacks. Minus 15, not bad. Oh, hi, Claire. Get out of here, you. Got Scorch. Nice damage. Alison, are you hurt? I've survived worse. Just glad you're okay. So, that wasn't part of the plan, but I'm impressed by what I just saw. What, me get my butt kicked yet again? A lot of people would have given up after so many setbacks. But not you two. Your hearts are in the right place. You're willing to put in the work. You just need the power to back it up. Which is why I have this. This book contains a sacred ritual passed down to us by Fortuna, the goddess of magic herself. It also has an absurd amount of magical energy, which I think is what attracted that monster just now. Wow, where'd you get that? I found it while exploring. So, as the story goes, when Fortuna first taught magic to us mortals way back when, nobody had the training required to cast spells. But instead of giving up on us, Fortuna came up with a ritual to awaken her acolyte's latent magic abilities. And I just so happen to have the instructions for that right here. It won't give you the powers of a goddess, and you'll still need a lot of practice, but it'll give you a running start. You just have to answer a few questions for me. What do you say? Is this cheating? Is this cheating? Is it really fair to just get magic powers for free? People work hard for those. I mean, it's not free. You'll still have to work very, very hard to figure out how to do anything with your new mana. What's really unfair is the thought of you two being left in the dust just because you didn't have your whole lives planned out at age 14. Right? I know that. I mean, come on. You probably would have started training years ago if you knew adventuring wasn't a pipe dream. This is just a nudge in the right direction to make up for lost time. Okay, when you put it like that, this sounds like just what we needed. Well, if Mel's in, then I'm in. Excellent. Let's start with you, Melody. Why do you want to be an adventurer? Well, Alison wants to join you and Jodie in your guild, but she knows I'd be worried sick if she ran off without me. So I thought, well, not really doing anything else with my life. Maybe I could go with her and look out for her, try to keep her safe. I see. Not the best fighter, so I think it'd be more useful if I had healing magic. I mean, I've tried being the healer, but without magic all I can really do is hand out potions. I don't want to keep being the team water girl. I assumed as much. You'd make a great cleric. Well, not quite. I think I'd rather be a paladin. Really? Like a noble crusader with a code of honor and all that jazz? You sure? I just like the sound of it. I totally have a code of honor. I've been reading up on my options a lot and, well, I don't know. I just like the sound of it. You don't sound all that confident in your choice. No, this is what I want, I'm sure of it. That's better. And you, Alison? You know me, adventuring's in my blood. I just want to be strong and fight monsters, really. Care to be a little more specific? Evil monsters would be preferable. I don't have any reason to fight nice monsters. Okay, smartass, but that's all you're going to give me to work with. You don't get to complain if you think your powers suck. No promises. Great. Now, let's begin the ritual. I hope I can remember the, voices I'm doing. Melody I've just given, generic female voice, you know. I'm trying to do, spunky female voice for Alison. And Melody is, I don't know what exactly I would call that voice. But more the, I don't want to say uptight, but I don't know. I don't know what I would call it, honestly. Oh dear. Relax, it's just a little spell. I'm following the instructions to the letter. Is this dangerous? Oh, absolutely. Oh, good. Good job. Where am I? Melody, are you still with us? Can you hear me? Huh? Oh, yes, I can hear you, Claire. You had us worried there for a second. Dang, I wish I could see what you're seeing, wherever your consciousness is right now. Anyway, Alison didn't need as much magic, so she's already done. But I've still got a few final preparations to make for you, Melody. I suggest you look around a bit while you wait. Ooh, sparkles. Sparkly, circular, or not circular, but spiral path. Sparkly spirals. I do like the animations though. So I think that it's a really well like animated like game so far. Claire, there's some kind of shadowy figure watching me here? Is this normal? Huh? Oh, I don't know. Maybe. I've never experienced this myself. I might always be there. Hello? Bye, mysterious shadowy figure. It just disappeared. See? It left you alone. It's fine. I'm sure it's more scared of you than you are of it. Giving me a lot of confidence here. Okay, Melody, I have one last question to ask you before we can complete the ritual. A whole lot of magical power is currently being channeled into you, and we need a way to focus that. You want to be a paladin, and paladins derive their power from faith. I'm not really all that religious. Doesn't have to be religious. Let's just try filling in the blank. My power is derived from my faith in... well, let's see. Tree, heart, and diamond. This is actually a really interesting, like, way of, like, customizing. Like, setting up some level of, like, customization for a character. Well, I appreciate nature. I like living out in the woods, after all. That's a little spiritual, right? Could you rephrase that so I use the word faith? I have faith in nature. I mean, that ecosystem, it sure is going. I guess I can work with that. Those things in nature have arcane energy. You can just borrow some of that. Nice choice, Mel. I think it's a good fit. Story leads to the path of a woodland paladin, strengthened by a faith in Mother Nature. Let's look at all of them first. I figured there would be some kind of choice, so... What about the power of love? That's the cheesiest thing I've ever heard in my life. Yeah, I know. But it could work, especially with how inseparable you two are. This idea sounds pretty gay. I like it. If you're mainly doing this to follow your girlfriend around and heal her, then the source of your powers will never be far away. I don't see you two breaking up, but even if you did, you could still use feelings of platonic love as a power source. It's like a symbiosis sort of thing. Well, okay, maybe that's not the best mental image. Whatever. And the story leads to the path of an amorous paladin, strengthened by faith in the power of love. What is a diamond? But faith in my own abilities count? What? Well, I feel like I'm kind of a natural healer. It just feels right. If I can be any faith, then it could just be my faith in my ability to heal. You're telling me that you want to believe so hard that you have magic healing abilities, that the belief itself gives you the arcane power needed to actually cast healing spells, which would, in turn, prove that belief right, like some kind of magical self-esteem Ouroboros. Is that what you're saying? Well, I mean, resolute paladins are a thing, but it's not that simple, Melody. Mel did help me out last flu season. I probably would have been in bed in another week without her. Not only because she brought me medicine, I think just having her around helped. She has, like, a soothing presence. I mean, healing's healing, right? Just juice that up with some magic or whatever. Fine, if this is what you really want, then I guess I can make it work. The resolute paladin, strengthened by sheer force of will and a faith in one's own abilities. I do not have that at all. Let's go with the love, because I love the idea of, like, she gets her power from Alison, basically. So, and with that, the choice was made. Yay! Title card. Act 1. I wonder how long this game actually is. I haven't, like, heard anything about that. So, several weeks later. Aw, yeah. Wow, I actually almost looked the part. Not bad for a couple things I had in my closet, and a few pieces of cheap gear off the internet. Your name is Melody Amaranth. I love that. You're a timid fox who lives near the small town of Greenridge on the scenic Sapphire Islands. You'd lived a quiet life with few ambitions since high school, mostly content to let yourself coast along on autopilot. I do love the like ID card here. Melody A, 100% match. It's literally you. 22, trans girl, she, her. Bi, Green Ridge, 0 miles away. Likes quiet evening, snow, nature, chocolate girls. Dislikes bad stuff. Real specific there, Melody. Dislikes bad stuff. Yeah, that's me. I dislike bad stuff. Oh boy. You've lived a quiet life with few ambitions since high school. Mostly content to let yourself coast along on autopilot. But you always felt that something was missing. A few months ago, something finally clicked. You came to 2 important realizations about yourself. 1, you're deeply in love with your adventurous best friend, Alison Goleta. And you probably have been for a long time. As it turns out, the feeling was mutual. Aww, great first scene. And 2, if Alison has her heart set on becoming an adventurer, then maybe you could join her, as a healer. Okay, enough holding up in my house. I've read all the material Claire gave me and run through my mana management exercise 1,000 times. I think it's finally time to head into town and show everyone what I've learned. Coolies. Do I have skills now? Yeah! First aid! Also builds Melody's star power. Cool. I still have no items, but I'm not surprised. I have a difficulty selector. Okay. That's actually really nice because, that's one thing I always have an issue with. When a game gives you, like, hard mode or easy mode. Decide whether or not the game is considered art. I love that. Controls how much ludonarrative dissonance the game contains. Hold the sprint key to adjust in increments of 10%. What? I don't... What is that? What? Ludonarrative dissonance. The conflict between a video game's narrative told through the story and the narrative told through the gameplay. Ludonarrative, a compound of ludology and narrative, refers to the intersection in a video game of ludic elements, gameplay, and narrative elements. The term was apparently coined by game designer Clint Hocking in 2007 in a blog post. Okay. I actually still don't know what that means, though. Like... What? Oh boy, I love that idea though. So like, that's yeah. So like, if I increase that, does that make it so that it's like that there's less like so that like the like amount of like story is like split even further or something? I'm so confused. Whoops, that's the wrong button. This is an RPG Maker game. I should know how to do this. Ongoing quest. Fresh start. Ooh, I really like this like quest system. Lore, bestiary, maps, side quests, main story. Interesting. Very interesting. I mean, as people might know, I am like working on my own game. Like in RPG Maker. So, whoops. Looks like I left my laptop open on my blog overnight. Oh yeah, sneaking through my photos and reminiscing, huh? Aww. pinktransfox.tumblr.com. Great. Oh, look at the way I was looking at Alison here. We weren't even dating yet. I guess this is why none of our friends were surprised when we announced we were dating a few months back. Hey, there's Claire and the other character whose name I don't remember. I feel bad. This is Jodie, that's right. This is from when Claire and Jodie first started their adventuring guild. They were so excited. Or I guess it's our adventuring guild now, huh? Claire says she doesn't really like this one, though. She's standing close to the camera, and she says it makes her head look huge. I can sympathize with that, honestly. I gotta say, like, Bobby is really good at, like, art. What if there are any coins between the couch cushions? About 100 gold. Wow. Nice. I love this cat. Hi, Shadow. You okay looking after the house while I'm out? Good boy. If you need anything, I give you permission to order delivery while I'm out, okay? I love that the cat is always looking towards the camera. I think that's hilarious. It's nice having a fireplace in the winter. Makes it all warm and cozy in here. Oh god, it smells really musty and dusty right now. When's the last time I cleaned it? I should probably avoid breathing in too much of this fireplace air before I put myself in a coughing fit. Probably a good idea. Already had breakfast. Hey! Oh, what? Oh, okay, I see. It's because... Yeah, it's because I stepped into this and I, like, got, like, a thing. And RPG Maker is kind of weird, and so one of the ways that you can, like, program it not to, like, run again is to make it so that, like, you know, you step into a spot and it steps you away. Plus, I think the other idea is probably that she's avoiding the chimney. But sometimes you actually do have to do that with RPG Maker, so. It's me and Alison. We look so cute together in this one. Alison has the same photo hanging in her house. Very cute. I like this. Self-refilling pet bowl. Definitely one of the greatest miracles of modern magic. Nope. I wasn't sure if I could interact with the scratching post since they were on the same, like, tile there. So, but I figured I'd try. I've really gotten a lot of use out of this punching bag Jodie gave me. Every afternoon I've been doing some basic combat practice on it. And if my hands get sore, I take a break to practice healing magic on myself. It's no substitute for the real thing, but hopefully the practice pays off. Hey, other clothes. Didn't even notice when washing them. These jeans are way too small for me. Alison must have left them here at some point. They're still a little damp though, so she can get them some other time. These pants are really comfy. I probably won't get to wear them too often anymore. Claire said I should wear something more thematically appropriate for a paladin, like the skirt I got online. The triangles around the bottom are supposed to enhance my healing magic. Or something. Well, at least it's cute. I don't really like wearing my guild tabard. It feels so formal. I mean, having a uniform gives people expectations. Mainly the expectation that we know what we're doing. Hopefully Claire isn't mad at me for not wearing it. Aww. Very cute. Okay, now to head for... Wait, is that a monster? Weird, they usually keep away from this part of the coast. Well, it's time to put my training to the test. Monster Humble Hermit appears. Vastly less damage. Great. Humble Hermit defeated. Just glad that's over. Experience! Oh hey, treasure. Hey, that wasn't so bad. Should be able to make it to Greenridge, no problem. If I get a little banged up, I can just use first aid. To use first aid, open the menu, select skills. So it wouldn't be a bad idea to hit up that save station right there. Save station, used to save your progress. Oh, hey! I know this, like, save system. This is, I think this is Yanfly engine. So RPG Maker MZ, which is what I'm using. technically, I don't think it's the Yanfly engine. It's done by, crap. I just remembered this the other day, too. I don't, what was it? Visu Stella. That's what it was. It's done by Visu Stella, but they, like, work with Yanfly. So, hey, we did it! Yeah, I'd better heal up. Yeah, indeed. 6 MP. So, but yeah, I don't know, if, because I know this is RPG Maker VX Ace. So I don't know what options there are. VX and VX Ace were the ones I kind of, like, avoided, like, pretty heavily. Mostly because VX was, like, really stupid. The VX, they took everything that was RPG Maker XP, threw it out, and in, like, really old versions of RPG Maker, they, like, limited you on, like, the amount of tile sets you could use, just, like, in general. And they did that again with VX. You were limited to, like, the default tile sets. You couldn't, like, create your own tile sets. They fixed that in VX Ace, but it was, like, just really dumb. Well, I feel like I'm already getting better at this. Alison's gonna be so impressed. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of healing again. Oh no, never mind. I heal. Apparently there is heal on level up. That is awesome. I like when games have heal on level up. I've always wondered what's behind the store near my house, but I guess it's none of my business. I bet you anything that has something to do with the secret. Found an ether! Ooh, neat. Hermit crab! Pop, pop. Pop, pop. There you go. I mean, the battles aren't too bad, honestly. They're definitely, like, more difficult when you get into the, like, multi-enemy battles. But I'm sure that will change also when we get another party member. I'm assuming Alison will be the first party member that we get. I missed. Which, come to think of it, missing barely, like, I don't even think it ever happens in my game, despite everything having a 95% hit rate. I can't think of a single time in all of my testing that I actually had a miss happen. I wonder if I've got some weird bug that's preventing things from missing. Oh, they're having a picnic. Better not disturb them. I don't really need to go over there anyway. Cute. I'm sure that that's, like, a path to another area. So, it's like, here's how I block you off. Like, and I don't mean it like, anything bad. Being somebody who has always been interested in game design, and, like, making games and stuff, I've always, like, really, like, looked at games and been like, well, how does this game do it, you know? And to be honest, and I hate to say this, but I'm definitely, like, taking the chance to, like, study this, and be like, okay, like, I have played a whopping 4 RPGs in my, like, entire life. Final Fantasy X, Quest 64, this obviously, slash the original, and Lunar, the 2 Lunar games. So 5. I have played 5 RPGs in my entire life, and I'm making an RPG. I'm like, I better play some more RPGs and like study them. Well, I guess no, because Legend of Legaia is also an RPG. So 6. I have played 6 RPGs in 30 years. 34, but that, I'm going by the idea of like, I was 4 years old when I really started playing video games. So, Greenridge is a pretty nice place to live, I think. I mean, never lived anywhere else, but the people are friendly enough, and it's quiet and nice. Well, except for the whole wailing curse incident with Claire. That was, extremely loud. But it's usually pleasant here, at least 4 days a week. No wishing well. I should come back here with Alison. Hey, we made it to Greenridge, though, so that's exciting. Yes! Yes, this is still here! Is not bug, is feature. This tent is painted onto the floor. I don't know what it is here. But this was actually like how you got to the final zone in the original. I hope, and Bobby, if you do watch this, let me know. Like, if you don't want me to compare it to the original, I won't. I'm doing that just because I have very fond memories of the original. And having played through the whole original, I'm definitely looking at this going like, how did you improve, I don't suspect that I'm going to find anything that I preferred. I totally suspect that you have, taken the original idea and just blown it out of the water. I'm probably going to record like 4 of these, in like one session. But if, Bobby, if you are watching and you leave a comment and say like, please don't bring up the original, please don't compare it. I will 100%, starting next recording session, never bring it up again. Just tell me, I will absolutely do that. If I don't hear anything, I will hope that it was okay. Just because I really would feel bad about doing that if, you're not comfortable with it. So, I feel like this barrel might be a little nicer than the one I have at home. Maybe I'm just being self-conscious. So, but yeah, I liked the original, So, well, hello there, miss. The name's Raphael, traveling merchant extraordinaire. You wouldn't happen to know any adventurer types in need of gear, would you? I was hoping to do a little business after dropping off a delivery for the Paladin Brigade, but there doesn't seem to be much demand today. Oh, I'm an adventurer type in need of gear. Really? Well, I'm still new, I suppose. I'm a Paladin in training, but I could use some equipment. Why, my apologies. Should have known at a glance you have the aura of a Paladin. Actually, don't know any aura spells yet, but thank you. In any case, perhaps some of my goods may aid in your Paladin duties. Faux leather gauntlets, generic brand pauldrons, potions, and, yes, Tears of Revival. I can't tell you how many games I have played where just, like, the idea of a... Well, okay, 7 because of Pokemon. You're right. And that's probably the main one I'm thinking, but I can't tell you how many of the RPGs I have played where the concept of a revival item is a late game item. I'm like, why? Like, why is the ability to revive a dead character, especially in the beginning of a game where you're getting, 3 or 4 hits and you're down, why is the concept of being able to revive such a big deal? Just let me do it. And this is something I'm doing in my game where just freaking reviving items are immediately available at the first town where you get your party member. Obviously, you don't need it before then because it's just the one character. But as soon as you have a second party member, please throw in a revival item. I love that this is here immediately. So, I don't understand the idea of well, you have to wait till at least the middle of the game before you can revive. Except that probably by then you'll be strong enough to not need them. Give it to me early game so that I'm not dying every 2 seconds, Need anything else, miss? I'll be in town the rest of the day. Yay! Go to the equipment tab to equip things. Full leather gauntlets. Weapon. Oh, I did not expect that was a weapon. So, okay. Generic pauldrons. A gauntlet to enhance your punches. Not particularly glamorous, but it's good for beginner adventurers. Body. A simple yet effective piece of armor for beginner adventurers. Cool. And you can just auto-equip as well, which is always a nice, handy feature. So. Whoops. I just, saved 4 times. Because, I don't know. I thought it would, cancel out. And it didn't. Maybe that's just my game that does that. I don't know. Danger, it says. Let's check this. Danger! Oh my god. The humor is still the same. I mean, it is the same dev, so it makes sense. Oh, hey Melody, got a minute? Hey Jodie. Hey, we've missed having you around town lately. What have you been up to? Everything okay? Straightforward answer. Been studying those books on healing magic that Claire gave me, actually. Really wanted to power through those and get the basics down. Awesome. How's that going for you? Trying to do a deep voice with that. I'm not sure how well that's working. Still got a lot to learn, but I've already got a couple simple ones figured out. Pretty happy with my progress so far. Nice. Still not quite sure I understand that magic thing Claire did with you and Alison the other week. But sounds like it paid off. Ask about the ritual. I don't. I was a little surprised you weren't there for the Fortuna magic ritual, actually. I guess it would have been more formal to have the whole guild there, but I doubt I would have been much help. You know I'm no magic expert, I leave that stuff to Claire. But hey, if you're picking up healing magic that quickly, maybe we'll be able to go on an expedition soon. Well, I don't know if I'm quite ready for that yet. Oh, it's not that scary, trust me. Claire hypes it up, but most of the places she wants to check out are harmless. Just some local wizard ruins where she thinks we might be able to find an artifact or two. It won't be like what happened last time, I promise. Still, I don't know, maybe sometime soon. But I'd like to practice a little more first. It's cool, this is all new for you. Go at whatever pace you're comfortable with. Anyway, I assume you're looking for Alison, right? Am I really that predictable? Melody, you made 6 different posts on 2 different websites just saying, I love my girlfriend in the last week. It was definitely more than 6. Well, I'm sure she's dying to see you too. If she hasn't texted you about it or anything, I think she's got some big news for you. Please tell me she didn't... Oh, no. It's not another trampoline. Oh, thank God. I guess I probably shouldn't ruin the surprise then. Alison can tell you herself. You've got me curious now. Well, better get going then. Have a nice day, Jodie. You too. I'm hoping that I'm, like, distinguishing, like, between Jodie and Claire well enough. Jodie's grill, her pride and joy. Cause, like, I'm trying to do something like this for Jodie, right? But I'm trying to do something like this for Claire. And I'm not entirely sure that there's much of a difference. Hi, welcome to the... Oh, hey, Melody. Hi, Mona. Is Claire in right now? No, your friend's not here. Hey, if you see her, could you tell her to go to get her crap out of the meeting room upstairs? I know you guys are on the schedule, but that doesn't mean she can use it as her personal office the rest of the week. I packed crap myself, but she just put some sort of hex or something on the door to keep me out. We'll have a word with her if I see her. Rip. Got no business in there. That's fine. Any lore? The history section. There's several copies of that book about the history of town. Greenridge has been added to the lore section. Yes. In the magic section. But where are all the books? Oh well. Maybe I'll take a look at some of these some other time. I don't want to keep Alison waiting for too long. That's actually a good way to do that. Because, like, right now, I have all of the lore just in the books. Like, scattered around the world. And that would, like, that definitely is a nice way to, like, keep it from, like, breaking up, you know, your playthrough. Or, like, you start reading and you're like, I want to keep reading this, you know. So then you have to, like, mash through all the text boxes. I don't know. We'll think about it. So, some of it is also that I'm hoping that Bobby is watching and can say, like, if it's okay if I take inspiration from the game. I'm not trying to, like, copy everything, obviously. I'm just trying to, like, take inspiration from, like, other RPGs and how they do things. So, like, I'm using the, like, campfire type system from, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 for some stuff. So, Tumbletown is the largest settlement on the Sapphire Islands, with a population of a couple thousand people, primarily beast folk due to its proximity to the Beast Kingdom mainland. Town as we know it today was founded centuries ago by a coven of witches who believed Fortuna, the goddess of magic, had personally blessed the islands. Alright. This is where we have our guild meetings, but I don't think anyone's there right now. Makes sense. I probably should be hitting the run button, but you know what? Sometimes I like walking in video games. Oh, they have the new volume of my favorite comic series. Didn't realize the trade was out already. Aw, but I didn't pick it up though. How long have these pamphlets about our guild been here? I'd like to get back to my book if you don't need anything else. And again, please talk to Claire. Of course. I'll absolutely talk to Claire. I've got no business back there. Good way to keep, like, people from, you know, going places that they don't need to be. So, bet you this is Claire's house. Nope. That's a joke. Claire, yeah, this is Claire's house. Alison's house. Oh my gosh. I'll get the characters figured out, I promise. Probably shouldn't barge into Claire and Jodie's house uninvited. Alright, well, I think this is a good spot to stop at here. Again, first episode, so it's a little longer than... oh, Kisses 1, I love that. So it's a little bit longer than, like, the half hour that most episodes will probably be. At least that's what I'm planning for. We'll see how that goes. Also, apologies if people are like, oh, you're playing an RPG, but you're not, like, doing any editing. Like, this computer can barely run freaking RPG Maker and my face and OBS. You know, this computer cannot run editing software and let me do anything else, I kid you not, it will take 2 hours for me to edit and render a half-hour video on this computer. If I want to post episodes, I can't edit anything, unfortunately. So, but yeah, that's just because this computer is absolute garbage. Anyway, feel free to check the video description. There are links to Patreon, to my Discord. Check out the playlist. I'm trying to think of a new way to say that, because now we have end cards. So, like, now that I'm putting them there, I don't need to say, like, look in the video description for the playlist, because end cards exist now. I also need to figure out what to do with my end card, because currently I have it going over the Patreon thing, and I don't want to do that. So, I don't know, maybe I should, like, consider I'll think about it. Anyway, I'll see you next time. See you later.